This is the state of Utah in United States. It's known for its deserts and mountains. In a remote area just west of Utah Lake, there is a famous cave known as Nutty Putty Cave. For years, it was a popular spot for Boy Scouts and college students, and it's known for its narrow, slippery tunnels. The cave is not big or open. It's a maze of tight twists and turns, and the walls are made of soft clay. In 2009, the cave had just reopened. It was closed for years due to safety concerns. Now, it has a locked gate and visitors need a permit to enter. On the evening of November 24, 2009, a group arrives at the entrance. Among them is John Edward Jones. John is 26 years old. He is a medical student at the University of Virginia, and he is visiting family for the Thanksgiving holiday. He is a husband and a father to a 1-year-old daughter. His wife is pregnant with their second child. John is tall. He stands 6 feet and weighs about 190 pounds. He was a caver as a child, but he had not been in a cave for a long time. The group enters the cave around 8 p.m. They navigate the first slippery slope known as the Big Slide. About an hour later, John and few others split from the main group. They are looking for a famous passage called the Birth Canal. This passage is very tight. Cavers have to crawl carefully to get through it. John finds a small hole in the wall. He thinks it's the entrance to the birth canal. He enters head first. He pushes his body into the darkness. He expects the tunnel to open up into a larger room. But this is not the birth canal. It's an unmapped opening. As he crawls forward, the tunnels get tighter. It's only about 10 inches high and 18 inches wide. It slopes downward at a sharp angle of 70 degrees. John exhales to squeeze through a tight passage. He thinks the wide spot is just ahead, but gravity takes over and he slides down into crevice. He is now stuck upside down. His arms are pinned beneath him and he cannot push himself back up. His brother, Josh, is the first one to find him. Josh tries to pull him out by his legs, but John is wedged too tight. The moment Josh releases his grip, gravity pulls John back into crevice. Josh realizes he cannot save him alone. He leaves the cave to call 911. It's now 9:30 p.m. The rescue call goes out. The first rescuers arrive quickly, but the cave is difficult. It takes them an hour just to crawl to where the John is trapped. It's now past midnight. The first rescuer reaches John. All she can see are his feet. John is still conscious. He thanks her for coming and says he really wants to get out. The situation is medically dangerous. The inverted position places a dangerous strain on his body and vital organs. The rescuers know they are fighting a clock. They try to pull him, but the friction of the rock is too strong and the angle is too steep, so they look for mechanical help. By the next day, Wednesday, November 25, there are over 100 people at the site. They bring heavy drills and ropes. They decide to build a pulley system to multiply their pulling force. So they drill holes into the cave walls to set anchors. The space is cramped, causing the drilling to take hours. But late in the afternoon, the system is ready. They connect the ropes to the John's legs. They begin to pull. It works. John moves upward. He slides out of the tightest spot and he is lifted a few feet. For the first time in 20 hours, he makes eye contact with a rescuer. He's exhausted, but he smiles. He's given an IV and water. The rescuers are relieved. They think the worst is over. But at 4:30 p.m., disaster strikes. One of the stone arches holding a key pulley shatters and the rock fails under the tension. The marel equipment flies backward. It hits a rescuer in the face, knocking him unconscious. Without the rope to hold him, John falls. He slides back down the shaft. He falls deeper than he was before, and he is wedged tight again. The rescuers are devastated. They scramble to help their injured teammate and try to reset the anchors, but the rock is too weak and there is no time to drill new holes. John's condition gets worse. The fall has compressed his chest even more. His breathing becomes shallow and he stops responding to the rescuers. So a paramedic is lowered into the hole. He checks for a pulse, but he cannot feel anything. John Edward Jones is pronounced dead at 11:57 p.m. He was upside down for nearly 27 hours. Because of this, his heart simply stopped working. The team faces a final difficult choice. They discuss how to retrieve his body. To pull him out now would cause fatal injuries. It would risk the lives of more rescuers because the cave walls are unstable. The family makes a brave decision. They do not want anyone else to get hurt, so they agree to leave John in the cave. A week later, crews arrive with explosive. They collapse the ceiling of tunnel near John. They fill the entrance with concrete and seal it forever. Today, Nutty Putty Cave remains his final resting place. There is a plaque on outside to remember John. He remains inside the rock he loved to explore.